What's up, guys? My name is Lexi, here to talk about all things sports. Today's video is going to be about Formula One and their car liveries. The first one that we're going to talk about is Haas. They had theirs on February 2nd, 2024. As we all know, Haas is made up of the two drivers, Kevin Magnussen and Nico Hulkenberg. And this is the car that they are going to be driving this year, right here. And this is how they did the delivery of said car. And that is it for Haas. The next team that I would like to talk about is Sauber. They had their delivery on February 5th. Sauber is made up of the two drivers, Zhou Guanyu and Valtteri Bottas. This is the car that they will be driving. And this is how Sauber released their car. Moving on from Sauber, we have Williams Racing. They also had their car delivery on February 5th, and they are made up of the two drivers, Logan Sargent, Florida's very own, and Alex Albon. And this is the car that they will be driving, and this is also how their car was shown.
Of course, it's hard to say where we're going to be, but you'll see. It looks different. It looks faster, and I'm obviously an expert on that. So it looks good. It looks fast. We have to wait and see. I think it's not going to be easy, but we were only missing a few tenths really to really be fighting for points every race last year, and if we can find them, then we can hopefully score some more points. Obviously, the first year you're a little bit more on edge. I think it's always normal. I'm sure it will be for Logan as well. But no, it's always just about gelling with the team and a bit of uncertainty as to what is the team like and what's the car going to feel like and all that kind of thing. Second year now, I know the areas we need to work on. I know the areas we're strong on, and it's almost just more about building and learning from last year.
So I feel like I've been so caught up in the preparation, getting ready for the season ahead, that I haven't really thought too much about what I'm actually doing. I'd say that'll probably more come Thursday of the race weekend when it's all about to go down when qualifying starts. But I feel like I already have known everyone within the team for a year now, and it makes it a lot easier when you see familiar faces around the factory and at the track. Obviously, all of our goal is to improve, and that's what we're going to do.
I'm sure Logan's more than capable. The reason why he's in F1 is because of his talent. So of course we're going to want to beat each other. That's normal. But in terms of what it's like working the team environment, we're going to have to be buddies. It seems like James really wants this role, and he's very motivated to push the team along and see where he can put it towards. He's obviously carrying a lot of experience from Mercedes, which for a team like us, I feel like we're going to take that with both hands and try and look at the areas where, obviously a top team like theirs, what are they doing differently to us, and how can we adapt and make quick progress.
Moving on from Williams, we have Alpine, and Alpine is made up of the two drivers, Esteban Ocon and Pierre Gasly. And this year, this is the car that they will be driving, and this is how they showed their brand new car for the 2024 season.
Oh my God! Let's go! What a race! What a race!
Well, that deserves a round of applause, don't you think? They've been studying the car closely. Please welcome to the stage Esteban Ocon, Pierre Gasly, and reserve driver Jack Doohan. Did you get your photo? You're going to do a selfie after, aren't you? I know you are. Esteban, great to see you. What do you think?
Hello, Rachel. Hello, everyone. Yeah, I mean, we saw it for the first time today. Obviously, it's been built completely. We saw it in drawings. We drove it a lot in the simulator. But to see it for the first time, yeah, it looks very aggressive. And yeah, this car, there's been an enormous amount of work, going on through months and months of development. And finally, very happy because, it's been a long winter, a long preparation, but we are about to get going with that launch. Everything is starting to kick off now. So yeah, I can't wait to get started.
Joyeux anniversaire, Pierre. 28, yes. 28 today. I mean, we could sing. Do you want us to sing for you?
No, okay, don't do
good.
that, please.
It's a good idea, to be fair. How's this as a birthday gift?
That's probably the best birthday gift I could have hoped for. So no, it's amazing. I know a lot of work I've been done over the past few months. Obviously, we've been involved with Jack and Esteban in the simulator, talking with the guys. But just to see it live, I think a a big round of applause for all the guys to get it here, because it's a 2024 car. I think it's the first time we get it all together, and in a couple of weeks' time, we're going to be in Bahrain testing for the first time. And yeah, I'm just super excited to get going.
Moving on from Alpine, we have the new team, which is the Visa Cash App Red Bull, which was formerly known as AlphaTauri. They just released their new car on February 8th, and this team is made up of Daniel Ricciardo and Yuki Tsunoda, and this is the car that they will be driving this year. And here is the video of the car. Moving on from AlphaTauri, which is their old name, we are going to talk about Aston Martin, and they released their car on February 12th. Aston Martin is made up of Fernando Alonso and Lance Stroll, and this is the car that they are going to be driving this year, and this is how their livery went. Moving on from Aston Martin, we're going to talk about Ferrari. As we all know, they announced their car on February 13th. Ferrari is made up of Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz. This is the car that they will currently be using this year, and here is how their livery went.
Charles Leclerc, he wins in Monza! Carlos Sainz, the winner of the Singapore Grand Prix!
La vittoria più importante è quella che devo ancora conseguire. Il giorno prima
Moving on from Ferrari, we have McLaren. McLaren dropped their car on February 14th, Valentine's Day. And McLaren is made up of Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris. This is the car that they have this year. And here is how their delivery is for the 2024 season. Moving on from Ferrari, we have Mercedes. They also dropped their car on Valentine's Day. And Mercedes is made up of George Russell and Lewis Hamilton. And this is the car that they will be driving this year in the 2024 season. And this is how their delivery went of their new car.
Lewis, from a driver's perspective, where's your focus at ahead of pre-season testing?
I mean, the focus through the whole of winter training is first, is getting the team back to where we once were. And I think we've had this difficult couple of years, which I think has been really grounding for us. It's helped us, regroup. We've had to relook at things, as Toto mentioned. And it's now just going through the important process, being really diligent with our work, understanding the data, understanding the car, maximizing from practice. Even just one lap we might get in the rain today might give George and I a bit of a feeling of what's to come.
Everything you're saying is about our, we, us. How much do you enjoy working with the team to make the tweaks to evolve this car?
I mean, I've always loved working with a team. I think it makes it, particularly when there's so many people, there's such a huge human element that's in the background. Whilst it's all about high performance, and it's this machine that we are building and that carries us across the line. Without all of those people in the background working as they do so incredibly hard, we would not ever get to where we need to be. So it's great when we all have that common goal, and we're all focused on that in the whole year. It's a real privilege.
George, Lewis and Toto have touched on this. In terms of the journey over the last, say, for example, 12 months, how important has that been for the team?
It's been massively important. As we've touched on, we hit the ground in 2022 and the car wasn't performing as we expected, but we've learned so much as a team, and we've got such an amazing team, so many people, 2,000 strong people across Brackley and Brixworth. So many people there are winners and champions, but there's also so many new people there who are so motivated to get Mercedes back to the very top. And I think that combination brings this fire within, and everybody's just so excited, motivated, working so hard. And as we said, we've seen all of the drawings. We've been in the wind tunnel. We've been driving it in the simulator. We've been seeing the design on the computers, and with the Petronas green down the side, and bringing the silver back to the race car. But seeing it here as one is really an exciting moment. But none of that matters until it hits the track and we see what the lap times produce.
And talking about that, you can hear it in your voice. How excited are you to get behind the wheel?
To be honest, I couldn't sleep last night because it's this element of anticipation. I think when you arrive to around 3, 4, or 5, you've got an idea or an expectation of your performance. When you arrive to the first test and you arrive to the first race, you have no idea how this car is going to perform. You have an indication of the improvements you've made, but you don't know what your rivals have achieved. Have they made a step forward? Have they made any mistakes? Are we going to leap forward? Are there going to be cars from behind who are going to make an unexpected jump? So this is the time of the year where everybody's sat in anticipation, but all you can do is, look at yourself in the mirror, maximize everything you can do, keep on working, don't worry about the rest, and I've got faith it'll come.
Moving on from Mercedes, we have last but not least Red Bull. They released their car on the 15th of February, and as we all know, Red Bull is made up of Sergio Checo Perez and Max Verstappen. This is the car that they will be driving this year, and I really hope that this car does the same thing that it did last year and gets them many more wins and helps Max get another championship.
In the extreme sports, we're tremendously proud to carry the Red Bull logo. It's become iconic in Formula One.
If you have a will and if you have an idea, exciting things are possible.
I didn't want to let him down. And did I feel ready? Probably not.
When I first joined Red Bull, huge change culturally.
People saw Red Bull as a party team. They wanted to do things differently. When something just feels right, and there was a natural chemistry from those very first interactions. Are they completely mad? Is it just parties, or are they serious? Who's this kid, Christian Horner? And take a massive risk.
What a ride. Let's add a stunt.
And then we're third, and that was the first podium, for the team. So it was a massive achievement.
Right. For anyone, are you still watching that, David? That looks like Sebastian Vettel went right into the side of Mark Webber. How do you read that?
Yeah, I think that Mark was holding position. As uncomfortable as it is to call that between those two guys.
What the are we doing here? Mark is too slow. Get him out of the way.
This is silly, Seb. Come on.
Sebastian Vettel, you are the world champion!
Thank you, boy! Unbelievable! We have to remember these days, there's no guarantee that they will last forever.
Gonna get it while you can? Yeah!
I need a drink.
Was that? We may have a bit of a problem. Oh, got damage, got damage. Wants to put himself in a great position. Well, mate. Oh, could have done that after that one.
This is how we do it, man. We shut our mouth and we work hard. This is the Mexican way.
And for the first time ever, a Mexican driver on the podium in his home race. Got it, Brian. Checo is a legend.
Max Verstappen, you are the world champion. We are so proud of you. Oh my God, guys. I love you so much.
Max, you have been absolutely mighty this year. You've led over 1,000 laps, 19 victories. That's history.
You have just overtaken Ascari. That's a record from 1952, mate.
Yeah, we did that.
It has been an absolute privilege watching you drive this car that's been built by a team of brilliant people.
Max Verstappen wins 19 Grand Prix in a single season. Literally ludicrous domination.
You got killed a rocket ship of the car.
Sebastian, try to come through your tyres. You're closing the fast corner.
Come out, we need to target high 41.
Half race here.
Well, I'm checking. That's a great day.
And here she is in the flesh, the RB20, everyone. Joining us are the two drivers who will be behind the wheel of this beauty. Please welcome three-time and reigning world champion Max Verstappen and Mexico's mighty Minister of Defense, Checo Perez. And Max, I'll come to you next. You had one of the most incredible, if not the most incredible season in Formula One last year. You broke your own record for the most race wins in a season and, of course, took your third World Championship title. How excited are you to be driving the RB20? And are we confident that this is the car that will help you get your fourth title?
I guess time will tell, but yeah, no, I'm excited. It's always very nice to see a new car come to life and how it's built up with all the people around it. When you do your seat fit as well, and for me at the moment it's more about just looking forward to Bahrain, get testing, get comfortable with the car, understand what it needs, and just work from there. It's such a long season that we just try to hit the ground running as good as we can. Really try to understand the car, and then we'll see where we end up.
And Checo, you had a brilliant season. You helped Red Bull secure their first 1-2. Tell us, what are your ambitions for 2024?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just really happy to see. I've seen that the whole team has put together an incredible concept, and I think now we just want to hit the track, properly. But I believe that we've made some good steps in the right direction, so it should be another great season for the team.
Absolutely. Well, we're all wishing you the very best of luck. Thank you very much.
Well, that is it for today's video. I am very excited for the 2024 Formula One season. It starts February 29th at the Bahrain Grand Prix, and I can't wait to see how this year goes. I really hope that Max does like he did last year and just absolutely dominates. I have adored watching Max race these past few years, and seeing him get better and better each year has just been incredible. I expect good things from all of these teams because these cars seem to be a lot more advanced than last year's. I really hope to see the McLaren boys do better this year, and just quite a few of them. I hope to see Ferrari get better luck this year with their cars, and yeah, this should be an exciting season. I'll be rooting for Max. Let me know down below what your favorite car was or who your favorite Formula One driver is. I've been really excited to do this video, so expect more Formula One content coming forward, and I will see you all on Friday. Have a great week, everyone.